back home. I was singing. It's right before I filmed, so. We're on our way home. This movie made the song Two of Us get stuck in my head again. So, this movie, it's sweet. It captures John Lennon and Paul McCartney's relationship really well. But also, I hate the ending. I know the ending is the only historical, event that in the movie. But, oh my gosh. If it literally just ended with John and Paul talking to each other on the roof, it would be an amazing movie and better than all the other movies I've talked about. And I know they're just trying to be historically accurate, but why? They didn't even explain the accuracy of the historicalness. Okay. So the Beatles are going to reunite on Saturday Night Live. And it's really tense scene because Saturday Night Live was still live. So they had to, go. But then John gets a call from Yoko, like he always does. I know he was missing Yoko and everything, but he gets a call from Yoko, like we've already seen him get a call from Yoko earlier in the movie. So this really isn't a huge event. But somehow the reunion, Paul McCartney and John Lennon were like, yeah, and the worst part is, this part of the movie is true. So, John Lennon and Paul McCartney would have got back together again, played Beatles, Saturday Night Live, realized that most likely after that they'd realize that they want to be the Beatles again, and maybe John would have never died or blah blah blah, but of course that didn't happen. I guess that has nothing to do with the movie, but it has something to do with what this movie chose to be about. This movie could have just been about this fictional story of John and Paul going to New York, seeing each other in New York when Paul McCartney's touring with Wings. That'd be a great movie. But somehow I feel like they made it worse. But I still like this movie. Not gonna lie, I still like this movie. So anyway, let me get back to the main plot. That's just the ending. So, okay, so the movie starts with Paul going to John Lennon's apartment to visit him. And John Lennon has this huge conspiracy theory that Paul's only there to reunite the Beatles. Even though that's not true. Clearly, it's not true. And then they have fun together. And then they go out to a cafe. And this is also a reason that I don't like the movie. John's just so mean in this movie. He's meaner than he was in Let It Be, and that's Let It Be. That's Let It Be. So, how is he more mean in this? He's a jerk to the fan. He's a jerk to the elderly people that asked him to sing yesterday. I know he didn't write that song, but I would have a better time watching this movie if he was just yesterday. If he sang it really ugh, I don't want to do this. But somehow, I don't know, they ruined that. I'm sorry, I know there's a huge fandom for this movie, but this movie's like, I like a lot of it, but the bad stuff is so bad that it just blows the rest of the movie out of proportion. You know, I like the concept of the movie. I like the actors. I like the bond between Paul, John, and even Paul and Sean, John's son. Like, I love those good parts. Maybe it's just me. Honestly, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't understand this movie, because when I want to watch a Beatles movie, I want to watch the Beatles having fun together. And yeah. But I don't want to completely see that. But I also don't want to see John Lennon being a jerk to everybody. You know, all you need is love John Lennon being an absolute jerk to everybody. I don't know. Also, John and Paul are like the only characters we ever actually see in the movie. So I wish they showed the Wings more, because I do like the band The Wings. So how would I fix this film? So I just had some leftovers from lunch. So how would I fix this film? Well, I wouldn't call it two of us, I'd call it four of us. Because the concept of the Beatles almost getting back together shouldn't just be with John and Paul. It shouldn't. It should be with Ringo, and George probably has something to say about it or whatever. You know? I mean, Paul's disguise when they go out looks just like Ringo Starr. That's my pants. Also, they never actually play any Beatles songs, but they play songs by other people. Well, I know they do a song by the Quarrymen, which is technically the Beatles, but they never played Two of Us. I literally started this video singing Two of Us, but Two of Us isn't even in this movie. What? I'd also love to see a remake of this movie. I just would. I'd like to see a sequel called like The Four of Us. I'd love for the world. I mean, it's probably right next to Yellow Submarine of what I want to see expanded, a Beatles like movie series. Like, you know, I was kind of watching the movie and I was like, hey, with these actors and like these characters, I'd love to see them react to John getting shot. Like, I know that's a weird thought, but it is. I mean, I'd like to see how they would react. Those characters and those actors that play real life people. I don't know. Also, we're getting a movie about Brian Esping in the future at some point. But also, it'd be cool to see a movie about John's killer, which is weird. But like, I don't know. Could be like he's going insane and stuff. It could be cool. I want to see John's death more like in movies than they actually are. So yeah, that's my review of Two of Us. Oh, Wednesday's video is on the other Beatles TV movies. But the next main episode is on
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe.
I played that for a little too long. I hope I don't get copyright claimed. But, bye!